Hi, this is Joyao from Android VTS team, and I'm going to talk about performance testing with VTS. VTS supports continuous running of performance tests and display results through the web dashboard, which help us to understand the performance overhead, compare performance with different configurations, and prevent any performance regressions. There are two ways to do performance testing with VTS. One is automatic API latency profiling, and the other is to run performance benchmark as VTS test. So first, for API latency profiling, it piggybacks on existing HAL tests and automatically records the latency of each API calls during the test execution. And here is the graph I got from the VTS dashboard, which shows the latency distribution of the write API provided by the NFC HAL. The x-axis shows the API latency in nanoseconds, and the y-axis shows the frequency of different latencies recorded. It also displays information such as average of the latencies and the range it spans, which help us to further analyze the API performance. For those who are interested in the techniques behind, here shows our profiling infrastructure. First of all, based on the .HAL files defined for a given HAL, Hydrogen, which is our multipurpose HAL compiler, will generate a proxy and stub implementation with additional instrumentation code. The instrumentation code will dynamically look up and loads a configured VTS profiling library and calls the profiling function provided by that library to collect the runtime information. The VTS profiling library is generated by the VTS compiler, and it records the timestamp as the entry and exit of each API call as well as other information, and writes them into trace files. The VTS test runner will pass those trace files, extract the latency of each recorded API call, and export it to the VTS dashboard for visualization. Enable profiling for an existing HAL test is simple. The key part is to customize the configuration file of the existing test by adding one option to set enable profiling equals to true. And the VTS test runner will then turn on the profiling feature and collecting the profiling results automatically. More details about how to enable profiling for your HAL test could be found in our code lab page. Besides API latency profiling, VTS also supports performance benchmark tests for more general-purpose performance analysis. As an example, this is a graph generated by VTS that shows our hardware binder performance benchmark test results. The benchmark implements a simple test HAL, which provides a single method that takes a vector as input and returns it back as outputs. The benchmark will then send different size of a vector to the test HAL and reports the corresponding round-trip latency. VTS supports continuous running of these benchmarks against different builds and displays the results in the graph. To add a performance benchmark test with VTS, it is similar to create a target-side VTS test. Specifically, we need to first create a performance benchmark binary and then integrate it with VTS as a target-side test. For those who are interested, please visit our code lab page for more details about writing performance benchmark tests with VTS. And that's it. Thanks for watching.